Dude, I hate you, Anthony.
Damn it. Started this as saying I was cool.
Tell
now
us
you
right
hate
now
me.
if you want Anthony off the podcast.
Dude, no.
Suicide Squad me off.
I was talking about like, oh, don't be tired tonight. And then I took a 2-hour nap. Woke up like 15 minutes ago, all groggy, and I was like, oh shit, I need a coffee if I'm gonna do this. I got hammered yesterday at a pool party.
Hell yeah, that sounds dope.
It was so much fun. We put a regular table on a bunch of floaties in the pool, and we played floating beer pong.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was dope. It was dope as fuck. But yeah, I just got stupid drunk.
Cody, you don't have to. You could eat slower. It's fine.
No, relax.
It's gone. I just wanted to.
If you ever watched Goku eat food,
yeah, that's
like,
exactly
that was just
how Cody
did. That's hilarious. What up, boys?
What up?
What up?
Dude, it's so good to see you guys. I've been excited for this episode. I can't believe you guys eat like Goku.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That's good.
I like that.
Dude, you're very cool, Anthony.
Oh, thank you. I felt that was the first time I felt when someone called me cool. I felt like you meant it. I don't think you meant
Do
it.
people call you cool and you don't think they mean it?
I mean, no one ever calls me cool. So.
No.
Oh, we all think you're cool here on Comics and Chronic.
Oh, cool.
Dude, you guys want to hear something hilarious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I matched with a girl on a dating app today, and she obviously had to have came to a show or two of mine because she sent me an opening line, and it was, "I'm on my period and I squirt."
That's great.
That's awesome.
So that was nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds cool, guys.
Can't be yawning, Jake.
I know.
Jake,
I drank this
we have
espresso.
serious business to discuss.
We do have serious business. I'm actually excited to talk about this movie.
I've been thinking about it. I'm actually going to watch it with my roommate because she hasn't seen it yet as soon as I hop off of here.
Yeah, I've watched it twice already. It's good.
I wanted to watch it again, but I've had a busy weekend. I worked 3 doubles in a row.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, like 30, I don't know, I'd say like a good 35, 6 hours in 3 days.
Damn, man, you're killing yourself. It sounds like.
I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, come on, Anthony. You dropped the ball. I saw where you were going there. Why didn't you finish it?
Oh, because I thought Cody got what I was saying. I thought I depressed Cody more than like making a joke.
Yeah, no. It made me pause for a moment. I was like, maybe I am killing myself.
Like some members of the Suicide Squad.
Ooh. Dude, yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's do
it.
Welcome to Cody.
After you, my friend.
Welcome to Comics and Chronic. I am Jake FH. I'm joined by Anthony Iannaccio and Cody Walaka Cannon. Today's episode, we talk The Suicide Squad, written and directed by James Gunn. If you haven't seen the movie and you're listening to this, it will be spoiler heavy. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, turn back now. If not,
or forever hold your peace.
Exactly. We're about to get balls deep into this movie.
Balls deep.
Polka dots deep.
Polka dot. Yeah. Dude, man, high energy from start to finish. I love the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
The beginning was just like, it It was like in your face. It was also, I just loved it. It was like, we're going to gloss over like any, like, this is the Suicide Squad. This is how it works. Bing, bang, boom. You know it. Mission start.
It kind of immediately gave you that feeling like, oh shit, like now everything's kind of connecting from the trailers. Half of these people aren't going to make it. Like, I'm not sure who's going to survive the opening 10 minutes of this movie at this point.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Barely anybody does.
Exactly.
So many characters get killed off in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Starting with Weasel.
Sure. Dude, I thought it was so funny when fucking like Pete Davidson gets his face blown off. And,
yep.
Dude, I was really sad when Captain Boomerang died. I was like, oh, I wanted to see more of him.
Yeah, I wanted a lot of them to still survive, but it was funnier that they died.
Yeah.
Like Mongal was cool too, but like instantly dead.
Dies. Dude, TDK with his
TDK.
Dude, is that a real character?
I'm sure he is.
I think either he's literally a real character or he's supposed to be like someone from the Legion of Superheroes called Arms Fall Off Lad or something. Like same idea. Like he could detach his limbs. But it was so pointless. You're just like slapping people in the face.
Yeah. Well, here, for the listeners, for those of you that are unfamiliar in the comics, the Suicide Squad is pretty much a Black Ops squad who they do missions that are otherwise like Superman and them can't do. And if they complete the mission, they get time taken off their sentence. If they fuck up, they get a bomb that's put into their heads blown up.
Yeah. Or they just die during the mission.
Or they just die during the mission because the mission itself is pretty much a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Kevin, get the fuck out of here. No, you little shithead. God damn, bro. Yeah. Oh, dude. This is Kevin. Dude, he was just pawing at the door and was just like clawing at the door and sticking one paw, like his paw under one corner of the door, just like I wouldn't stop making a scratching noise. Say hi to the camera, Kevin. Say hi.
Kevin the kitty cat. Nice. That's hilarious.
Get the fuck out of here, Kevin, Randy.
What? Is that his full? Is his full name Kevin Randy?
No, we got a new cat and named him Randy.
They just sound like regular people that you're yelling at. Like, fuck off, Kevin! What'd I tell you about coming in my room? God damn it, Randy! Dude, one time my dad was somebody who would like yell at our dogs like they're humans, and dude, one time at night, I was like upstairs and I just hear it's like, every day you're so fucking obnoxious. He's like, you don't listen to a damn thing I say. And I go downstairs and he's yelling at my dog. I was like, Dad, like, what are you doing? Like, he's like, calling a dog obnoxious.
That's hilarious.
I've had it with your behavior. Yeah.
Dude, I'm about to.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. I loved it. Honestly, I thought it was funny as fuck.
Are you?
I thought it was DC's strongest movie in years, in all honesty. And I would argue that against pretty much all the recent ones.
So you would say it's the top movie that DC has come out with since Man of Steel, basically, like that era.
Yeah, actually, I would.
Wow. Okay.
It's not even a questionable.
I truly think it's. And this is not degrading any or putting down any of the other movies like Wonder Woman. But yeah, I would say it's DC's strongest movie, especially. Like just for their own, like there were so many Easter eggs in this film to other DC, like, you know, C-list, but still DC villains. Calendar Man, I love that cameo. Yeah. I was like, like literally in the theaters, I was like, oh, Calendar Man. I was like, nice.
Dude, I think it was also James Gunn's best.
Yeah, dude, it was funny as fuck.
If not his best, at least his best since Slither.
Really? Okay.
Did you like it? Did you guys like it better than Guardians of the Galaxy?
Liked it better than both of them.
Me too.
I did not like it better than Guardians, but that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I still very much enjoyed it, but Guardians hit different for me. This hit different too, but I like Guardians better. But that isn't to say that this movie is, you know, bad by any means.
No, yeah, I agree with you, Cody. I did like it better. I still like both Guardians very much, but I thought this one was better.
It had Guardians vibes.
Oh, for sure. It was Guardians vibes, just amped up to 10 with rated R.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
And that was a cool thing about it. The rated R-ness made it feel like not a Marvel movie.
And that's what I liked about it. It made it feel like a DC movie for once. It finally caught this tone that could be both kind of comic booky and DC's seriousness. I mean, dude, like not to jump around, but I thought Ratcatcher was very endearing. She was like the soul of the movie. And dude, her story with her father was like beautiful to me.
Yep. Cameo from Taika Waititi.
Yeah. Seeing him be a heroin addict, I was like, damn, that's dark. And then there's a great line when Bloodsport says to her on the bus before they go to the club, he's like, I think you have daddy issues. And she flips it on him. She's like, I'm not ashamed of how much I love my father.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, nice. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I thought she was really sweet. Like, I liked her character a lot.
Yeah. The relationship between Bloodsport and Ratcatcher was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did Cody drop out?
What just happened? Cody dropped out.
God damn it.
Kevin, you little shit.
Kevin disconnected Cody's internet.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin. Or Randy. Who knows? They work in tandem, you know?
You're right. We never know with these two cats.
Meow. Yeah. We can't. Should we keep talking about Susan? Oh, wait, here he is.
Oh, he's back.
Hey,
he's back.
The big guy's
Dude,
back.
I don't know why it's acting so shitty.
We said it was Kevin and Randy chewing through your wires.
Dude, it probably is.
Those little fucks.
Dude, those fucking bastards. But anyway, I'm sorry. What were you guys saying though? After I cut out,
I just loved Ratcatcher's like whole everything. She was just a very endearing character.
Honestly, the character work in this shits on honestly any character work DC's had in a long time.
Yeah, especially for solo movies. Like this, having an ensemble did more character building and just like work than any other. That's why I'm saying it's DC's strongest film in years.
Yeah, and I would even say that's the case. I don't know if you guys agree with this. I would say that's even the case for Harley Quinn, where this is my favorite Harley Quinn movie so far. Even Birds of Prey, like James Gunn actually said he didn't even know like when he was writing the script for this movie, like Birds of Prey wasn't even like a thing. So like the movies don't even have to connect, and yet this movie I feel like is a better, like everything with Harley in it is so good.
I agree.
I just loved every scene with her.
I even liked
Harley was incredible.
Yeah, especially like I liked when she kills the general, and she was like, I told myself if I saw red flags, I'd kill them. Which is like, it's cool that actually I was saying this to my friend yesterday. I like what DC has done, both with the cartoon and with Margot Robbie's iterations of like, dude, they really made an effort to get her out of this like published and canon abusive relationship with the Joker and make her,
seriously,
not to sound cliche, but make her a strong, independent, like they've shown her struggle with, like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think DC like really went there so far.
I'm also glad she shot him because he was a boring character. I was like, if this guy's in the movie anymore and he's the villain, it's gonna suck.
At first I was worried. I was like, is this going to be in it the whole time? And then he got shot. I was like, oh, thank God.
Dude, yeah, it was perfect. Honestly, every Harley scene was incredible.
She was great. She does a great voice.
Yeah. And that escape scene.
Oh, yes.
That was cool.
Woo! That was so dope. Dude, I took KO to it and
nice.
I was a little nervous because he's a child. And it's rated
it's not
R,
a kid's movie,
but in my heart I was like, it's probably just gonna be a lot of saying the F word and a lot of violence. And guess what, he plays GTA, so
if he's playing GTA, he knows what's up.
Yeah. He knows what's up. No, but he said it was his favorite movie, and one of his favorite parts was the Harley Quinn escape scene. It was so like comic booky in such a cool way.
That's what I thought this movie did really well, honestly. It was like, it borrowed really cool aspects of comic books, because there are parts that are really comic booky. And I was like, that's
even the way the movie's divided into chapters feels like issues of a comic. It felt like
turning a page, especially like once you see the first team raid that first part of the beach, and then you find out there's a whole second team on the other side of the island. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I agree. Like the editing and how it would transition with like leaves blowing, and it would say like now, or on the toilet it said 3 days earlier. Like I thought that was cool. Yeah. I just thought he nailed it, man. I was like, James Gunn should kind of make all comic book movies. At least mainstream, like DC, Marvel, like just let him tackle it.
I want him to tackle a lot of characters. I don't know if he would be great for every.
No, I agree. I was just saying.
But he has a great vision. I think the point that DC should learn from this movie is that you should give the directors more creative freedom to, like,
For sure.
you know, do what they want with these characters and not necessarily whatever this grim, dark vision Zack Snyder had and try to fit everything into that bottle.
Because it was still dark. Like the themes in it were pretty dark.
Yeah.
Dude,
there was a lot of dark shit.
Yeah, like between her father being a heroin addict.
Dude, even though it was done comically, like absolutely out of this world funny. Polka dots, man.
Yeah, polka dot man.
Parental trauma.
Yeah.
Or even just like, dude, when you see his face, which I thought honestly James Gunn is paying homage to Midsommar for a second when his face would be all like bulged up with the polka dots.
Dude, see, have you seen Slither, Jake?
No, but I've seen.
That's why I think this movie worked so well. So many things were taken from Slither.
Really?
Nice.
The whole Starro was basically a Slither and Starro are like very similar characters.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. Like, hey, can you explain that? Because I've never seen Slither.
I've never seen Slither.
Dude, it's incredible. It was his first movie. It's got like Nathan Felder from like Firefly and stuff.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fields.
He's in the
Fillion.
movie. He's TDK.
Nathan Fielder. I found Starro.
Yeah, Felder. That would be insane.
That'd be funny.
No, Fillion. Yeah, he was TDK?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Your name is just letters?
All names are
letters.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was good.
Dude, that was
I
so
liked Flula,
funny.
and I knew he was going to get killed. Like, as soon as you see him in his ridiculous costume, you're like, he's dying very early.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything. Yeah, it was so funny.
I love the like side story of the javelin and Harley Quinn trying to figure out what purpose of the javelin is.
Dude, yeah.
That was hilarious and so well done. I like that James Gunn, like, yeah, she is a strong, independent woman and she has like all of this dope character development, but also I love that she's like almost like a dog, just like a wild dog, just like kind of making things happen. You know what I mean? She's just not, I think she's just like more of like a unfocused weapon. You know what I mean? Like just kind of like running around with like causing, I don't know. I think it like that captures Harley Quinn and like even the essence of like the Joker infinitely more than anything like since Heath Ledger.
For sure.
Like more so than I think Joaquin.
I get what you mean. Like she knows how to portray like the fact that you don't really know what she's gonna do next. It's gonna be completely unexpected, but it's gonna be hilarious in a twisted way, which is what the Joker basically should be, you know? So, but that's why I like Harley Quinn better than the Joker, even in the comics. Like she's just more interesting in every way possible, like you're saying. Yeah.
I'm just crushed it.
Know who else crushed it? And I felt like, okay, so like, and Amanda Waller was Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. That character is great. She was not. That was never an issue with the first movie. Amanda Waller's perfectly casted.
Yeah, agreed.
And she's just so perfectly fucking badass all the time. Perfectly acted. Like the scene where Bloodsport, they're all in the room and Bloodsport's gonna like stab her in the neck, but she knows he's not. Like her power is like she controls the room every single time.
Yeah.
I love Amanda Waller.
And
I love her.
Viola Davis can act. She can act like a motherfucker. She truly can. Like, I agree. That's perfect casting.
Viola Davis was more terrifying than most of DC's villains so far.
Yeah.
Seriously. And I wouldn't even consider her a villain. She just is like, she's her own thing. Like what she wants done is what gets done. Like that's her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool. I loved the opening scene when they were gambling on.
That was hilarious.
Who dies? When all of the staff, like, and how long people make it.
She's like, what's going on here? He's like, oh, just your normal, average morning meeting, very productive.
Yeah.
I feel like that crew is going to be the core cast of the Peacemaker show.
Probably, for sure.
They're doing a Peacemaker show?
Yeah, on HBO Max.
On HBO. James Gunn, John Cena. Yep. And John Cena killed it too. I love
John Cena, if truth be told, for me, stole the show. Like he was my favorite.
Nice.
Like genuinely my favorite. I was like, because like, I've seen him in Transformers. He's actually funny in Transformers too. But in this movie, I was like, John Cena's like, he can kind of act and he's pretty fucking funny.
John Cena's fucking legit.
Like, he
Like,
was
that-
legit. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's not
great.
like Daniel Day-Lewis, but I've been like,
Yeah.
like the dude can act.
He's not.
Like, you know what I mean?
John Cena as Lincoln.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, make it happen,
That'd be
somebody.
hilarious. Dude, but I just thought he was great. Like every line he had, fucking like the scene when him and Bloodsport killing all the rebels and one-upping each other.
Yes.
That was probably one of my
That was
favorites.
so fucking dope.
Good.
Yep.
Oh man!
And then he's
that
like,
thing
dude, I
was-
love when Idris Elba's like, he's like, no one likes to show off. And John Cena's like, they do if what you're showing off is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
And then Bloodsport has to admit he's like,
yeah, he's like, right.
And Bloodsport was fucking
They were
awesome.
all
I
cool.
loved
The
him.
whole dude,
Yeah.
I wrote this in a Facebook post, but I was like, yo, Idris Elba has star power. They should kind of start building the DCE universe. I know he's not a main character, but kind of around him, and then like branch out.
Yeah, that's James Gunn's power. He's going to take characters that are just like who, and then make you love
Exactly.
them and want more of them.
Yeah,
Dude, I loved that Ratcatcher also was Ratcatcher 2.
yeah.
Yes.
And just because you see that in comics.
In
but
comics,
it's,
there's
you
always
know,
like more than one version of certain characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, and like it'll literally say sometimes Ratcatcher 2
exactly.
or whatever.
Just like
You
there's
know?
like different clay faces and shit. There's not just Basil
Yeah.
Karlo and
Yes.
whatever.
But my favorite character, hands down, was King Shark. I love that
I loved
guy.
him a lot. I really
Oh,
did.
He was my
man,
He was
favorite.
funny
he
as
was
fuck.
so funny.
When I thought he
Sylvester-
died towards the end, I was very sad. I was like, no, King Shark, stay alive.
Yeah.
Dude, I was worried he was gonna die multiple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Really?
saying.
I didn't think so. Only because
He got
of,
his
like,
nom nom though.
yeah, because like like Tim Seeley said, that dude's going to be toys and dolls, and you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
King Shark is going to be
the new Groot.
like a new Groot. Exactly,
He's like Groot and Rocket mixed together,
Exactly. They're going to be
basically.
like DC's Groot and Rocket, basically.
Yep.
Dude,
And he was awesome,
so
too.
cool. Though. Yeah, he was a badass. Dude, I loved when he became friends with those little monsters.
Yeah.
that
that
turned on him.
on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of sad too. That was, you know what? Kent pointed it out. That scene where he's like running with them. I guess it's making fun of the Aquaman scene. Isn't there a scene similar in Aquaman where the fish are following him?
He's not running, but like, yeah, there's a similar.
Which I
scene.
didn't pick up myself, but yeah, I was like, is
Yeah.
that?
Nice.
I would like to see him in an Aquaman movie at this point.
That
now.
would be cool. Yeah,
Even a buddy team up, King Shark and Jason Momoa Aquaman.
I like that they
That would be
never actually
funny.
called him King Shark, and they called him his like Hawaiian name.
Yeah, because he's a god. He's actually a god.
Yeah. Well, he's also
Or
in the comics.
descendant.
He's the son of the shark god.
Yeah. I thought they were going to play on that. Like, I really were like, okay, we're not talking about Starro yet, but how, like, I was like, how are they going to fucking take him down?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know. So when you talked to before, I guess it makes sense. It's a Slither connection. But when Polka Dot Man started doing that, I was like, oh, maybe by the end of the movie, he's going to, like, have to release all of it to do something. But it never was a thing.
Dude, we should do a Slither episode. It's a sick sci-fi dark comedy.
Nice.
It's incredible.
Nice. Who's in it?
So Nathan Fillion, Elizabeth Banks, what's his name? What was the he was in the movie in the very beginning.
Savant, Michael Rooker.
Yes, Michael Rooker.
Yeah.
He's in it. So basically, Slither's like a body snatchers type movie. This like
Ooh.
these like aliens land on Earth and they take the form of these slugs, and the slugs like go into the mouths
Ugh.
of people and like take over their brains basically. And it's kind of like The Faculty or the Invasion and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
I love The Faculty.
But
I
it's
like
like
the
that.
faculty a lot.
dude, it's so good. I love.
I'm surprised
The
you saw that
Faculty.
movie, Anthony.
I've seen it multiple times. I love that movie.
It is a great movie. It's just I didn't even remember until you just said it. That's the thing.
But yeah, so yeah, basically it's a hive mind, and also so Michael Rooker in Slither becomes the like monster one that controls them, and when he starts deforming and stuff, it's very similar to Polka Dot Man's thing. Also, the whole hive mind thing, like that Starro, like I said, it was literally the perfect movie for James Gunn because he already did Slither and did it so. Slither is like one of my favorite horror, like sci-fi horror comedies.
I'm going to watch that this week. You convinced me to watch Slither. That sounds really cool.
It's super cool. It's fucking hysterical too.
I've seen
Is it
James
like
Gunn's
Cabin in
other
the Woods?
movies. Ooh, that was a good one.
It is like that, but even better.
Nice. I like Cabin in the Woods a lot. It's Joss Whedon, right?
Yeah. Cabin in
Chris
the Woods.
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cabin in the
you're
Woods
right.
was honestly great.
Remember Cabin in the Woods? One of the characters at the beginning has this coffee cup bong. Do you remember that?
No,
It
I
like
don't
becomes like a
remember.
giant ass bong. It's plastic or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I want one of those, but it doesn't seem practical.
No.
Peter Capaldi as the thinker. He was great.
He was
too.
great. If truth be told, one of
Yeah.
my favorite scenes, honestly, or I just thought it was dope as fuck. I like when they go to that bar, strip club place beforehand,
Yeah.
and just the scene where they're all dancing.
Yes.
I really, for some
Yeah.
reason, I just really like that. Like when John Cena's on there dancing and Ratcatcher and Polka Dot Man, I was like, this is cool.
Polka Dot Man, it turns out he's dancing.
With all
Everyone
his-
looks
yeah,
like his
his
mom.
mom, But I just thought it was a cool looking, like, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
almost felt a little like indie.
James Gunn's editing, like whoever edited and like his ability, he makes music such a huge part of every movie he does.
Yeah.
And he does such a good job of like using a song, like a song that everyone knows, but like you haven't thought of all recently.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you taking that song and just like like really sealing a scene in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that the movie started with Folsom Prison Blues. That was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash.
Oh, that was cool.
That was dope. Dude, just every he picks bangers.
Yeah.
Boy,
The Harley scene, that song was great. I'm just a
Yeah.
gigolo.
yeah.
And it was cool.
Also, that bar scene, you know what? If I may be so bold,
What?
that scene where they're like drinking and talking and like becoming like they're like chill with each other. Like it feels
Yeah.
like they really like are down with each other. Like there was no scene in any DC movie so far with the Justice League that I was like, oh yeah, they're a team. Like
Yeah.
it was all so forced. This was way more organic.
So like
you know?
Marvel
They
has
felt
always had like bonding a real big part of their like team building, whereas DC
yeah.
was like, oh, Batman just met Superman and they have to work together now. Like there is no
Yeah.
establishing a relationship. But yeah,
Mm.
that scene, yeah. Dude, I love when they order a round of drinks and the waitress is walking and John Cena's like, Chica, you forgot the rat.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I just like, dude, and actually, I don't know if you guys noticed this. I noticed this and then I read it and I was like, oh, I'm right. When they enter that club, the girl dancing on stage with the red hair is Mantis.
Oh, that was Mantis. Yeah, it was Mantis. Yep. Yeah, because before I saw the movie, I saw like a tweet that was like, there's a Guardians cameo. And when she passed, I was like, was that her? And the second time I was like, that's Mantis.
Yeah, it's definitely her.
It's not long. It's like 3 seconds, but she's like dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, well, yeah, James Gunn seems to like really enjoy working with the same people.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. He also,
Yeah.
I really liked, and I didn't necessarily like him or dislike him. I mean, he just wasn't that cool, but I liked Rick Flag a lot.
Yeah, no, I was just going to
I was
say,
like, yeah,
Rick
he's
Flag
actually
even in this
pretty-
movie
yeah,
was
he
good.
was cool. I was like, oh, nice.
It was so much cooler
Dude, I
than
felt
in the
bad
other
when he
one.
got fucking murdered. I was like, oh.
Yep.
I knew it was coming when they started fighting because I was like, it's been too long since somebody died, and it's about time we like took a really big hit. You know what I mean?
It's also hilarious that Rick Flag, and they point this out about Peacemaker and Bloodsport, but add Rick Flag into the mix. They're all basically the same character, like guy that could shoot guns good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but James Gunn makes it work. Like
Yeah.
on paper, maybe it's very similar, but
That's a cool scene is when she introduces Peacemaker and it's just the same exact stats as Bloodsport. And Bloodsport's like, yo, are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? You just said the exact same thing about me.
yeah,
And then what does he say? He's like, oh, I do what you do, just better.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hit targets at in the center. I hit them more in the center.
Yeah. Did you also catch when they're going in to get Ratcatcher 2 when they're building the team in the prison? And, all the guys walk in, the girls start clapping. You see a girl with that crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Crazy Quilt.
Crazy quilt.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who's Crazy Quilt?
Like one of those lame 50s polka dot man or condiment man villain. Like,
Yeah. Like Polka Dot Man was way cooler in the movie than he probably ever was or will be in the comics.
for sure. I mean, dude, all those people like Mothman is hilarious in the cartoon Harley Quinn because he really is so lame, or Kite Man. But
Yeah,
that's a
Kite Man,
legit
fuck yeah.
villain. Like same with like Eggman. You know what I mean? Just like Batman had some stupid characters for like in
Yeah.
the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, but James Gunn makes this team work. Like Peacemaker is so like corny on paper, but John Cena playing him makes that corniness
Dude,
work.
I loved him. I thought he was just like this dirtbag. He was funny, but he was like still a scumbag at the end.
Yeah, a scumbag and like a bro.
Yes.
Like just like super bro-y. Like, I don't know. And it was so funny.
But it made you like it. Like I liked him, you know?
Yeah, he was so shitty.
He was so shitty that he was likable. You're just like, oh, this dude's a fucking dirtbag. And he's a maniac too. Like, you know, like he's killed children before and shit. Just from the way he talks.
I actually met John Cena a bunch of times because I used to work at WWE.
Nice.
So like,
was he cool?
He was always in the writer. He was mad cool. Like, it wasn't like I had like a talking relationship with him. Like, yo, John Cena, what's up? Nothing like that. But like, yo, you know, like, hey, like, you know, you see the guy every day. But like the only like interaction I really remember with the guy is like they were calling me Nacho. You know how like some people, like some of my friends call me Nacho. I Nacho. That's where Nacho comes from. And he's just like, Nacho. He's like, what? He's like, is that your real name? I'm like, no. It's just, I say the same thing I just said to you. He's like, and then he's just like, huh, I am not you. And then just like turns away. I'm like, cool, John Cena knows my last name.
That's sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I wish I had a cooler John Cena story, but that's my
so
one
much
interaction.
Cooler than most.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude.
He didn't make a wish for me, but... No, he literally is he's the number one guy for Make-A-Wish.
He's done over so like many 600 or 6,000. It's just an absurd amount.
John Cena is literally the man. That's like
in
wrestling, like he's the hardest worker. Like you talk to anyone that works there, they'll say John Cena was like the hardest working dude there ever.
I actually,
he's just a good guy.
I had already stopped watching WWE by the time John Cena came on. Like,
oh wow,
so I didn't grow up with him like as a wrestler, but his like transition, I knew he was a wrestler. So his transition to film is more what I've been seeing.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like at first it was all wrestler movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the Marine.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And then he just started
doing
like,
comedies.
Yeah.
Like he did that Amy Schumer movie.
Yeah, Trainwreck.
He was pretty funny in that, honestly.
He was great. He was hilarious, playing like a super toxic masculine, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it was hilarious.
Did you guys see
what was that other movie? Cock Blockers. That was actually pretty funny.
I didn't see it either.
There's a scene where he has to boof a beer. It's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Did you guys see that like Bumblebee Transformers movie?
No.
It was pretty good, man. Honestly, it's not Michael Bay.
I heard it was pretty good.
Dude, it was pretty good because if you watch it, it's the most like 80s accurate Decepticon like robots you've seen. They don't look like the Michael Bay ones where it's just like crazy. They look very Transformers-y. You know what I mean? Like bright and colorful and like nice. With their faces that move. It was dope. But John Cena's in it. He plays one of the general, and in it they have to make a deal with the Decepticons. And he's like, yo, are you guys seriously considering making a truce with the Decepticons? It's like the word decept is in their name. It was just funny as fuck.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Who was the actor that played the general?
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen him in other stuff for sure.
Oh, he's definitely been in other stuff.
Put my finger on.
I think he was in Breaking Bad too for a little bit.
I think it's dumb because I have the IMDb app, but I just have been wondering for a week. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Every single person in the movie like had some value.
What was your guys' favorite death in the movie?
Ooh.
Like as far as cool looking, or you were like glad that they died?
I don't know, just like, top death. I don't know. I don't know how you would define your top death. Cool looking, maybe.
I would say, dude, I'll say this actually. One of my favorite things was fucking Milton.
Yeah, Milton.
When he dies. And also what was funny
hilarious.
Is before that, when they're on the rooftop with the Thinker and they're like giving him his ultimatum, dude, Milton is handing out empanadas from that bag.
Yeah.
There's just like a random detail. And he's holding them when he gets shot.
He's doing what?
He's handing out empanadas to everyone to eat.
Yeah.
And he's holding them when he gets shot.
That's insane.
And then when he gets shot, Polka Dot Man's like, you killed Milton. And everyone's like, who? Who the fuck?
Like Harley thinks at the end of the movie that Bloodsport was named Milton.
Yeah, Milton.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not my name.
So funny.
No, it was a good scene that wasn't a death, even though I just asked about that. the scene with Bloodsport and his daughter when they're yelling at each other.
That's a good scene. That's a funny scene.
I like that because at that point in the movie, I'm like, is this just Deadshot's story, but better? But it's way more fleshed out than that.
Way more, but it's
Deadshot
clearly
has
to
a very
make up for
similar story.
Deadshot. And it was better. It was better than Deadshot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's almost like James Gunn was like, I could give you the exact same movie, but better.
Yeah.
Like I could use, like he's just like the Suicide Squad. I'll do similar details and show you that, Like the first one was so bad. I hated that one. That's probably DC's worst movie, honestly.
Really? Do you think it's worse than Wonder Woman 84?
Yes.
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
Suicide Squad just makes my skin crawl, man.
So the thing so if we're talking about the first one, I mean, I honestly probably defend it a little harder if it wasn't for most of the movie. But especially the way they did the villain and stuff like that. Like it was just
Enchantress.
So dumb.
That shit was so lame.
By the way,
she moved like that for some reason.
Wasn't that Rick Flagg's wife? And they never even mentioned that in this movie.
Dude, so it's funny. I read this interview where James Gunn asked when he was talking to Warner Brothers. He was like, what am I beholden to as far as the first one goes? And they were just like, honestly, we like Harley Quinn a lot. We're not getting rid of her. We like Margot. And then he was like, they were like, other than that, you kind of have free reign to do whatever. So from jump, he was like, I don't really have to acknowledge the first film other than a few characters.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It worked, actually.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I hate when people try to make a big deal and are like, oh, well, how does it connect? It's like, not everything needs to connect. It almost feels in that way. Right. It almost feels more comic booky because just like how you have 3 different Batman titles right now, you have All-Star Batman, Batman Detective, and just Batman. It feels like that. Maybe Suicide Squad, David Ayer's version was a different run of Suicide Squad,
That tracks for me. For me also, it's also if the Suicide Squad is what? DC's I don't know, 8th movie or so. If this was Marvel's 8th movie, right? I think there would just be a little bit more of I'm wondering if the JLA saw Starro attacking a city, wouldn't Superman but not this universe's Superman, even if he was we know Henry Cavill Superman isn't the kind of Superman going around saving the day. He's just I'm just going to react to things that happen and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never got the feeling that this universe's Superman is that kind of, there's the flood and I guess he helps people, but that's all we really see.
Yeah.
In Man of Steel, I guess.
I was just like, what is he talking about? What flood? Oh, you're talking about Batman versus Superman.
Or Batman versus Superman.
When they're on the house and they're reaching up to him.
Yeah.
He's just standing there like Jesus. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I agree that it doesn't need to connect to anything.
I don't think it needs to.
I'm just wondering what's going on in this world where Starro just appears and
but you could argue that with any solo Marvel movie.
Yeah,
you're why aren't the Avengers all there right now?
Right.
You know what I mean? You could argue that with anything. So that's just comic book nature.
True.
I think that
very true.
There are certain things that are just tropes of comic books that you can't justify.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I'm just trying to nitpick because I really can't find many things I don't like
movie.
About the movie.
I thought he nailed it on the head, man.
Oh man, blew it out of the water. I'm thrilled to watch it again.
Yeah,
same.
I'll watch it again.
Same. So did you guys have a favorite death or no?
Favorite death?
Oh wait, I want to talk a little bit about Starro. Oh, favorite death.
Oh wait,
or Starro.
Let me just say one more thing, and this almost adds to what I loved about it being comic booky. As soon as Starro busts out of Jotunheim and it says Suicide Squad versus Starro the Conqueror.
Starro the Conqueror.
I was like, that's cool. That feels like a comic. It looked like a comic book cover. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It looked like a comic book cover, and I was like, that's
so
cool.
Much, yeah, and the ones that were just more of transitions looked like the front pages, the first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just so well
James
done.
Gunn has a great style, and I think it fits comic book movies perfectly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
What did you want to talk about?
Well, favorite death first.
Oh, yeah, I still haven't decided.
If you have one, it was.
I think it was probably less of something of cool people dying and more of just the cool way that they killed people, that the squad killed people. Dude, the fact that they slaughtered that entire what ended up being a team of good guys.
Yeah, the entire rebel camp. Okay, my favorite death, and once again, it's not even a main character, but it's actually when King Shark rips that one dude in half when it's raining.
Yeah.
And you just see
when it's raining.
Yeah, I like that. That's a cool shot.
That was an interestingly shot scene because it's so like bright, but it like I don't know if it would look like that in real life, but like they can't see it. They can't see them. It looks cool, but I'm just like, what? Like it's almost like the contrast is really high. You're just like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not even trying to justify that.
No, yeah, well, I mean, I think that scene was comic booky, just like that in that version of Harley Quinn's escape. You know,
I mean, dude, if truth be told, as cool as the scene is, and upon watching the second time, when they are killing that rebel camp, like, how does nobody else hear them right now? Like the guards that were dude, one of the funniest deaths is in that rebel camp scene when fucking Peacemaker is walking by that body on the thing. And he just
and he goes,
with the fucking hatchet. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. That sick shit was sick.
But I'm gonna give my favorite death actually in that scene to Bloodsport shooting the fan into the tub and goes in the guy's dick and he's electrocutes
him. Yeah, that was cool.
Actually, that's my favorite of the movie right there. Yeah. There you go. So short, but that guy got fucked up the worst.
Yeah, dude. The whole thing was just so fucking funny.
Captain Boomerang's death was pretty brutal.
Oh, yeah.
With all that
Captain
shrapnel.
Like, okay, so the ones
going
that,
right through
the ones that hurt me the most, first off, Polka Dot Man's.
Yeah.
Like,
his was
tragic.
I wasn't, dude. It was beautiful. It was sad, but it was beautiful.
It was perfect. I was like, I did not see that coming, like straight up.
Yeah,
and he did want to die, so that was what he wanted.
But it's cool that the last thing he says is like, "I'm a fucking superhero."
Yeah, dude. And he like did some serious damage to Starro.
He did,
but dude, that scene where it was his mom.
Yeah,
dude, we were geeking out in the KO and I were like KO, like literally, like he's normally like a sit still kind of movie watcher. He went like he tapped my arm like 3 times. Dude, it was wait, so
I gotta
funny.
ask, does KO laugh like you?
He laughs. He has crazy laughs.
I mean, does he have like the classic canon moves, the cackle, the shriek? I
think he will. I think he's gonna be a man of because we just like a big part of when we hang out, we're just like constantly trying to make each other laugh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another cool thing about the Suicide Squad, I thought with the characters that everyone by the end of the movie got what they wanted in a cool or weird way. Like Bloodsport kind of got the relationship with Ratcatcher that he didn't have with his daughter.
Yeah. But that he might now have with his daughter, especially since she saw him be a good guy.
Right. Like he became a hero. Yeah. Maybe I don't know if that's what he wanted, but that's what Waller wanted, I guess.
That's what being a leader does.
Harley Quinn got a friend, and King Shark got friends. Yeah. You know, I guess they both kind of wanted similar things. Or Harley Quinn wanted someone that just cares about her.
Who do you think
isn't gonna like?
Who do you think we are as far as Suicide Squad members?
I mean, I know what you guys are going to say.
King Shark?
Yeah, Cody is
King Shark. King Shark.
But if you were King Shark, you don't want to be King Shark. So.
You want to choose
honestly,
any other
I'm fine
member.
with King Shark. If I wanted to choose.
Yeah. Or let's just choose for each other. How about that? So Cody's King Shark. Anthony, I feel like
Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, I'll take Polka Dot Man, sure.
And then me,
and Peacemaker.
Yeah, you're gonna say Peacemaker.
Yeah, Jake is the Peacemaker. Cody, I feel like you're Ratcatcher. More than King Shark in some ways. You could, I don't know. I feel like, you were just yelling at the two cats.
Yeah. Get the fuck out, Kevin.
You are the enemies of rats. So,
dude, I just have, especially Kevin, not so much. I love Kevin, and I'm usually really nice to him. I was just getting annoyed because we were recording. But Randy, man, I say he's a kitten, so he's not like he bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And he'll do it at like 4:00, 5:00 in the morning and wake me up. And I just like say horrific things to him. And I'm like, I could smash your brains across my wall if you keep this. Like, I'll say that.
Jeez Louise, Cody Cannon.
Dude, I want to kill him.
PETA, if you're listening, do not try and cancel Cody Cannon despite what he just said.
Dude, fuck PETA.
Well, we see your stance. You want to kill kittens and lobsters.
Dude, I don't want to kill kittens.
You're just an enemy
And
of
lobsters.
You're just an enemy of animals.
Yeah, not lobsters, lobster children.
Oh, right.
I actually love to eat animals. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do. I love animals, but like,
Yeah, dude, we've smoked
that
blunts
kitten
with
just
black
gets on my-
bears before.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, we're
But
friends,
that
man.
kitten just gets on my nerves, you know.
Yeah,
How many Joe Pesci's?
Ooh,
I'm gonna give it 6.
6.
6.
I'm gonna give it 5.5.
Why?
Why?
Because it's not perfect. I don't know. It's not.
Anthony.
It
I
doesn't.
feel like
There's some.
you guys have given 6s to things that are definitely not perfect as well. I don't think it's
Yeah,
necessarily about being
true.
perfect. It's like how much did you like it?
And what did Joe Pesci?
Yeah.
I guess I'll.
If we gave Mortal Kombat 3 6s,
Yes,
we should definitely be
that's true.
giving.
He's right.
Dude, but that's another thing that I love about the Pesci scale.
The Pesci
It's
scale
just
works
no
however you want it to
definable-
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I could be like 1, and you guys would be like, "Why?" And I could like half-ass explain
Yeah.
it.
It's a one really good Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
It's,
don't know. How could I justify that?
Was there
like
something
half a
you
tangerine
didn't
sized
like
Joe
about it?
Pesci? There was nothing I didn't not like. I don't know. It's just. I don't think. I think it's a great James Gunn movie, right? But I don't think DC. DC has burned me so many times with the movies they come out with. I hope their lesson here is not just James Gunn should make more movies, which he should, but that you shouldn't just like this was a dark movie, but it had tons of humor. It didn't feel mean spirited. It was cool. Like it was a good movie. I had a lot of fun, but I can't say that for any of the other DC movies. So it's kind of like in a misplaced universe where it's just, I don't know. 5.5. I can't really say, I don't know. I gave Venom a better score than Black Widow. My scores are all over the place.
I can't take you seriously.
I need to realign myself with Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I'm giving it a 6.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie was.
You guys are so disappointed that I didn't give it a perfect
Dude,
score.
it was
It's
just
a
one of the
great
more
movie.
fun things I think we've seen.
I
lately.
loved it. Yeah.
It was just
Dude,
a
I
good.
hate you, Anthony.
Damn it. Started this to saying I was cool.
Tell
now
us
you
right
hate
now
me.
if you want Anthony off the podcast.
Dude, no.
Suicide Squad me off.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
I should have. That's it.
Yeah, we're gonna blow. You're gonna blow your head up.
Fine. I'll interview John Cena by myself.
Oh,
But yeah, so also, but I want to get back. I want to talk about Starro a little bit.
Starro,
Dude,
the
Starro
car.
was sick.
He looked cool as
um,
fuck. Honestly, I liked his design a lot.
Yeah. Would never expect him to be the villain of this movie or just appear in the DCU.
Yeah, it's cool. He's like a more like golden age type of villain. And I
Yeah.
love
Golden
seeing-
Age Justice League villain.
Yeah, super golden age Justice League
Yes.
villain.
The first Justice League villain.
Oh, really?
That's the first one they face.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that classic image of all the heroes with little stars on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and I
And it's
love
fucked
that.
up. Because in this one, it seems like I assume, like in the old one, like in the comics, like when you beat Starro, the stars fall off your face and you're free. But in this one,
No, they
if you can't take
died.
them off, your face is like,
Dude, that
it's
one
ripped
scene
off.
when they what's it called? Bust into Jotunheim and you see the experiments. Dude, one thing that really kind of fucked with me was that one dude's head who was in the shape of a star, like his face was missing because the star had like eaten,
Yeah, that's
eaten
what I'm
away.
saying.
Like,
It was
yeah.
just,
I was like, Jesus, that's brutal.
Dude, that scene. That scene is like that's a Slither thing, and like Starro is basically Slither. Like James Gunn was like, "Oh fuck, I get to make my best movie again, but this time with superheroes
with a
Nice.
huge budget.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. Also, like, I like that they talk for Starro, and like when Polka Dot Man is fucking up Starro's leg, and how they all
they all
stop
grab
and go,
their leg.
Dude, it was honestly hilarious.
Yeah,
I also like Starro's last. Speaking of like people speaking for him, his last line. He's like, "I was floating at the stars. I was floating, looking up at the stars."
he said, "I was happy floating, looking
you
at the stars," and then he falls down and dies.
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn,
Yeah,
what a great
I know, right,
fucking
dude?" Because like he was not doing anything but floating in space until a bunch of U.S. astronauts took him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Dude,
Took a selfie with him. He's like, "Fuck this."
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
Armpits
That was a
his-
cool line too. He's like, "I was happy just floating, looking at the stars."
Yeah.
It's like made you feel bad for him. You're like, "Damn, dude."
So cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, bro. You know what I
Damn,
thought
James Gunn
was
making us
a
feel
somewhat
bad.
egregious, I mean, just almost unnecessary scene was when
What?
they burnt the bird sanctuary thingy.
Yeah, James Gunn fucking hates birds.
It was just it almost felt
Savant
like
killed
I
a
was like,
bird
eh.
at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I was like a little I wasn't like
Oh,
offended
shit.
or triggered. It just felt like, it's almost the most egregious thing here, but other than that.
Yeah, that's why. That's where the 0.5 came from.
You
Now
little
that you mention
fuck.
it.
I knew I was forgetting something. That's
The dead birds, of course.
Oh, yeah, but it was too much. I didn't like it.
Dude.
And they were just shrieking.
I
and
would
stuff.
love to.
Yeah, that was the fucked up
that
part.
was the fucked
Like,
up part. You heard the little shrieks.
Yeah. Even the general couldn't watch. He turned his back.
Yep.
That scene was cool too. The Harley Quinn like having that day montage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Fratelli's song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see Joe Pesci in a Suicide
Yeah.
Squad movie. Like if this was back in their
Ooh.
prime when he was still doing like Goodfellas and Home Alone, who would you cast Joe
Yeah.
Pesci as in the Suicide Squad?
My knee-jerk reaction, but it wouldn't make sense because he's not Australian, but I feel like he would make a good boomerang.
Oh yeah, I mean he pretty much wears Boomerang's costume in Home Alone, so
That's what I mean.
you I'm using a boomerang,
Take
you
this.
stupid fucking piece of shit. Yeah, Starro, you fucking
Dude, although boomerangs, dude, it was so cool that opening scene because at first you were under the impression that the Suicide Squad were gonna fuck these troops up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like boomerang, like through that shit, and it was just slicing people.
Yeah, slice
Yep.
that dude's head.
I really want to see Savant do something. Like,
I'm
Who
glad
is
he
some-
did
what
it.
does
I
he
thought
do?
that was a very
I don't know.
good.
That's why I wanted to see him.
I thought that was a
do
very
something.
good misdirect because it builds up Savant in the first
Oh, yeah.
opening. It's like, yeah, this dude's gonna be badass, and then he sees everyone gets murdered, and he turns fucking, runs away,
Yep.
Yeah, he panicked.
panics, and gets his head blown off. Dude, I like that. Dude, in the beginning when they're introducing the Suicide Squad members, and Pete Davidson's at the guard, he's like reaching for his gun, like jokingly. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Weasel, man, and to go back to Weasel, he was creepy as
Yeah,
fuck. The way he
I hated,
sounded,
like,
the way he runs
he was
at the end.
disgusting.
Like,
I wanted him to die. I hated Weasel.
Yeah. like if he did survive, like how would he even help them? I don't
he
understand.
seems really
like-
useless.
but now he's loose again.
Yeah.
Dude, it was just so funny.
Facts. Big time facts.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked the Thinker's death.
Oh,
How did he die? He got crushed,
ripped
right?
apart and then splattered. on a
Oh,
window.
yeah. He was cool. I thought he was a
by
good character.
Sorrow.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. The Thinker. He also plays the Doctor, where he used to play the Doctor on Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a great doctor.
I
He's
know,
all,
he's
but
a-
he's known for like British dramas,
He's a
like
British
just being
actor.
like fuck that and fuck this and fuck. Like he's just like a badass cop, and that's like his like original role.
Nice.
Nice. Dude, yeah, everyone was, it was like, I love it.
I really felt bad when.
If only they didn't kill those birds, man.
Yeah. I really felt bad when Peacemaker was about to murder Ratcatcher.
Yeah, no, that would have
That was
made
torture.
him
Dude,
unforgivable.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They had almost every character almost died, except for Idris Elba, maybe. Almost died multiple times.
Yeah.
And like if the stakes felt high.
Oh,
You know
Idris
what I
Elba
mean?
did. Remember, like when he's like falling and each floor
Oh,
is just
yeah.
like pancakes. I'm like,
That
what?
was cool.
Okay, whatever.
It was funny.
They also
was,
managed to run up a slippery floor to jump onto the next tower.
This is a comic book
That
movie.
floor
They
was
can't
wet.
do
And
that.
yeah. They could. I'm just saying. I'm just
As
thinking.
if
I'm like, I
every
would have
Marvel
slipped.
thing is logical.
Yeah, but you're not a super villain, Anthony.
Polka Dot Man was doing it.
Dude, Polka Dot Man, he's got cosmic ability, or interdimensional shit.
What did you think of like Bloodsport? Like his guns were just like like the Transformers.
Oh,
Like
they're
they just
cool.
did
They were just
whatever he needed them
ridiculous.
to do.
I think James Gunn
Yeah,
leaned into
just-
it being ridiculous. That's why, like,
Yeah.
when you're trying to argue like logistical things like that, for this movie, it does not matter, and I don't think James Gunn like made it.
I'm not arguing. I'm just like pointing out like these are the silly comic book things that are just like.
And he finally
defying
somebody
logic,
did
but
them, and
it
he did them,
works.
and it works. Like I like,
like on the
comic
beach
booky
scene, like
shit.
Harley Quinn and Rick Flag run through a barrage of bullets somehow and
Classic.
not one time get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then fucking the other time Idris Elba almost died was when he was fighting all of the infected. Is what they
Oh
called it.
yeah. He has to like let go of his sword, let go of any weapon they take.
What did you guys think of Ratcatcher being the hero and using all the rats to kill Starro?
Oh, it was perfect.
It made sense. And she's thinking of that line about purpose that her dad tells her, which was another good line.
That was a
if
good
they
line.
have purpose, so do we.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good line.
yeah, dude. As soon as I saw Starro, I knew that's what the javelin was going to be used for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
But even though it kind of wasn't, like it didn't really ultimately
do that
matter. The
much.
rats.
She just stabbed him in the
See,
eye.
I thought it
floating
like
in
it
the
would have
eye.
been cool if the polka dots did the same thing. Like if Polka Dot Man went in there and like polka dotted Starro to death. You know what I mean? That would have also been kind of cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted more for Polka Dot Man because he was also like I don't know why you guys say I'm Polka Dot Man. I get it somehow, even though I don't know why. But I also relate to him in a weird way. I don't know. He's just I don't know.
I think because he's skinny
he just was like
and you're skinny, and I could see you wearing the polka dot suit. Honestly,
Okay. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. For some reason, you can see me wearing the polka dots.
Yeah.
Well, no, for me, it's also just like you. Okay, so for instance, like before the party scene, you're like, oh, he's gonna be like weird and like he's not gonna have like he's not gonna be as like wild and fun as Polka Dot Man.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you give off those vibes of like being the straight man, but you bring out some of the funniest jokes, like one-liners and like reactions on the podcast. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
I hope that wasn't an insult.
No, it wasn't. I didn't
The
take.
drinking
I'm not
scene?
taking it as one yet.
in that scene when they're in the bar, like when they're ordering the drinks and someone's like, a little alcohol never hurt anybody. And Polka Dot Man says, yeah, except for the thousands of victims hit by drunk drivers every year.
like Debbie
Yeah.
Downer.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It made me think of the Debbie Downer sketch in SNL. And I was like, I thought it was hilarious. I was like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah. Even at the beginning when like Waller's doing like the whole rundown and he, when she's like, oh, you might die. He's like, I hope we do. He has those like,
he's weird.
But actually my favorite line in that whole thing was when Ratcatcher's like, what is that thing?
The projector.
Like, why do you still have it? And it's just
Oh,
a
the
projector.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay. I don't know. James Gunn, like those kind of scenes, I think are his like bread and butter. Like having the group of characters and just like establishing.
He gets like,
things
quirky dialogue down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that scene gave me Guardians vibes,
Hard Guardians vibes, dude.
It was better than Guardians 2, but I wouldn't say it's better than Guardians 1.
Dude, for me it was.
Yeah.
For me,
I think, I don't know.
was.
Yeah. It was just cool.
I liked it. Wait, dude, I thought Guardians was great. Don't get me wrong. This was one of my favorite movies I've seen in a while.
I agree.
Nice.
Like, definitely in the past couple of years, this is probably one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's not like
Hell
in my
yeah.
top 10 all-time favorite movies. Dude, Cody, Booms. he was like, yo, can you tell Cody to fucking breathe through his nose once in a while? On last week's episode,
Wow.
he was like, dog. He was like, is Cody dying?
Actually, so
He was sick. That's when Cody was sick. Remember?
Yeah,
like that's when
Cody's
you
also
said
a
you were sick.
notorious mouth breather.
Yeah, I usually
I am a
edit
mouth
more of it.
breather. It's 100. It's 100% because I was a swimmer growing up.
Yeah.
I just like
What?
got used to being a mouth
Using your
breather.
gills.
Well, with that fact, that's totally a fact and not made up by Cody. I think that Bell wraps it up for the Suicide Squad episode. What do you say, guys?
If you like this episode, subscribe and give us a follow on our Instagram. We'll see you next week.
Breathe through your nose.
Breathe through your nose.
you know.
Yeah. Get circular breathing done.
Get some nose spray if you need it.
Yeah. All right.
You okay, Cody? Did
Yeah, I
that
know, right?
destroy
What are you
you?
doing? Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake FH.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.